So this is Peter Barron, and I'm in Jigsaw Hairdressers in Darlington with my old friend Nigel Dowson, who's been cutting my hair for 35 years, and we're going to just have a chat really and chew the fat, talk about what we've been up to, and see how it comes out really, Nigel.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And also, you forgot to mention that it is in the top 5 salons in Darlington. In fact, it's in the top 1.
The top 5 salons in Darlington. Is that true?
Yes, it is true. It's actually the top 1.
So anyway, what have you been up to? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Working hard. Working hard and seeing some oddball customers this last couple of weeks. I must say, we seem to have had an influx of new clients. I've had some oddballs as well. We had a lady in that came in with her husband, who shall remain nameless, but came in with her husband last week, and we were chatting away, and she was, let's say she was not as common as I am, and when Caitlin asked her for a cup of tea,
she's not from Cockfield.
No, she wasn't from Cockfield at all. When Caitlin asked her if she would like a cup of tea, she said, "Oh, do you do chamomile?" Chamomile. Caitlin said, "We do Tetley's." We do Tetley's. And then she said, "Well, no, have you got green tea?"
Are you not going to get some chamomile in now then?
No, we're not.
I think
we're not.
Earl Grey?
No, the only grey we'll see is on your head, mate. That's all. What have you been up to anyway?
Well, I've been working hard, like you have. Friday, this is good. On Friday night, I'm at the Darlington Magic Circle, right? Do you remember last year I went to the Darlington Magic Circle's Easter show?
Yeah.
And they guillotined me?
I was going to say, did you got me?
I got guillotined. So this year they've said, oh, we've got something even better. For this year, I'm going to be the target for the knife throwing act.
All right, yeah. I like the guillotine one. You get a little bit more off the back.
Yeah, but the thing about the guillotine was it was too tight for my neck. So the tight, I couldn't, honestly, it wasn't just like getting my head chopped, I couldn't breathe. But this year it's going to be throwing knives, so I'm going to be blindfolded and have knives thrown at me, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Why was the guillotine too tight?
Because they didn't, I don't know, there was an adjustable part of the guillotine, and when they actually fastened me into the guillotine, it was pinching my neck. And
it sounds to me like buying a tie that's too tight. It doesn't seem feasible, really.
It was just, honestly, it was horrible. I was like halfway through it thinking, I shouldn't have done this. But there was a carrot in the guillotine next to me. And so as the blade comes down, the carrot flies up in half. And and anyway, I'm here to tell the tale. But Friday night, I'm having knives thrown at me. And I'm assured that there's nothing to worry about. He says he's never missed before. So we'll see.
There you go.
We'll see.
There you go.
How's the grandkids? All right?
They're good, yeah, everything's good. 6, 3 and 6 months now, and little Dakota, she's realised she's here.
Right.
So that's all good. Yeah, they're all good. What about your little girl?
Yeah, she's great. She's really good, except she doesn't like me. So she's like, she doesn't know, seriously. She doesn't
take after your children.
She doesn't like me. The first time I think you cut my kid's hair was Christopher, and it was it a Robin Hood cut?
No, noddy.
Noddy. So he sits in a chair on a pile of towels and says, I want a noddy cut.
Noddy cut.
So you went through noddy. Yeah. You did do Robin Hood, didn't you?
Did we not go on to Star Wars after noddy? Was that not like?
Can't remember.
Did we not do all that?
And now he's 29 years old.
Really?
So you've been. Does that make you feel old?
Yeah. Yeah, not as old, but my daughter's 38 this year, and that's even worse.
I remember talking about Leanne. I remember when she was 14 and she wrote a piece for the Northern Echo about the breakup of Take That. Do you remember that?
She did, yeah, I do now.
Because I don't know, what was I then? Editor of the Northern Echo then, must have been, or whatever. And it was like, Take That had broken up. Teenage girls all over the world were heartbroken. Who do I know who's got a teenage girl? Phoned you up and said, look, and Leanne wrote a personal piece for the Northern Echo about how she felt about Robbie Williams leaving Take That. How long ago is that?
I've been like a personal shopper to you, haven't I, for like stories for the Echo of the Earth. Can you remember when you once rang me and said, I need to know somebody with a pigeon?
Yes. Do you know what?
They're like, oh yeah, I do actually.
That reminded me when the other day, I don't know whether you saw it, but there was a pigeon somewhere that was sold for, was it China? Somebody in China.
I did see that.
And they bought a pigeon for £1 million, a racing pigeon, for $1 million or whatever it was. And I'm thinking, well, we actually did a deal where we'd had the racehorse, hadn't we? So we'd had Northern Echo the racehorse, which was the slowest racehorse in the world.
That was a great success.
That was a big success, yeah. Anyway, we didn't have a lot of success with racehorses.
No.
And then I thought, well, should I get Northern Echo the greyhound? But I missed out the greyhound and went straight to Northern Echo the racing pigeon. So I phoned you and said, do you know anybody who breeds pigeons?
Oh, I did that. Peter Matthews.
And Peter Matthews is
the local court merchant.
So I remember being on the phone. You give me his number, and I was on the phone in a community centre somewhere saying, I've been given your number. I want to get a racing pigeon and call it Northern Echo and race it through the paper and give people an insight into the world of pigeon racing. And he was dead up. You know what I always remember about that? The picture. We did a picture of him handing over the pigeon, and his hands are black as coal.
It was, yeah, it was.
He's got all the coal dust in his hands, and it's still on the Northern Echo archive. But the thing was, it was a bit like Northern Echo the racehorse, being a slow racehorse. The pigeon, when we first raced the pigeon, it just flew into a tree and sat in a tree. Well, I thought all pigeons just came home, but the one we had. And he said he thinks it was it was a bit overweight, the pigeon that we had.
He had to taste it in with a little bag of corn, didn't he?
The story I ever had was about a hawk. Do you remember this one? A hawk called Harry. And it was after the first Gulf War. We went through the night at the Northern Echo after the first Gulf War, bringing out a war edition.
Yeah.
And so we didn't go to bed. And the next morning I said to Heather, let's go and get some fresh air somewhere. So we took the kids to Thorpe Perrow Arboretum in North Yorkshire.
Oh, right, yeah.
And there was a falconry display going on with all the different birds of prey, and the kids all went off to watch this falconry display. And I was lounging in the sun, tired because I'd been to bed, and there was a fella on a microphone giving a commentary all about the different birds of prey. And then he says, we've got a hawk called Harry, and we've had to ban him from public displays. And I said, oh, this sounds interesting, you know. And they banned him because he got into the habit of landing on people's heads in the middle of the display. And they had to coax him off with a bit of chicken. Right?
Yeah.
And then he said, and I thought, oh, well, that sounds quite interesting. That might make a story, you know, the bird of prey that's been banned from public displays. And then he said, at Shildon Gala last year, he said it was awful because he landed on this fella's head, and when we coaxed him off with a bit of chicken, he flew off and he took his wig with him. And he flew into the top of a tree, and he was pecking the hair out of this poor man's wig. And that story went in the Northern Echo, and it went all over the world. I got phone calls from New Zealand, Toronto. I remember a radio station in Toronto wanting an interview about the bird of prey in County Durham that stole a man's wig. So there you go. But there's been some good stories over the years, hasn't there?
Yeah.
What about?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you a story. The chap was telling me last week when he came, and again they'll remain nameless, except we'll call him Charlie because I need a name. And he's just been made a judge, and he was telling me that he'd been for this meal, you know, invested as a judge, and they'd all been in the robes and everything at the law courts at Middlesbrough, and they'd got back after a day, and he's a guy that's, let's say he came from nothing, just, you know, like me and you, came off a council estate, and eventually made good in life. And he said he got back home, and him and his wife were sat, and they were having a whiskey in the garden. And he looked up, and he very quietly said to his missus, he said, hey, Sandra, we'll call her Sandra for the sake of it. He said, Sandra, he said, did you ever, in your wildest dreams, ever imagine that one day I would become a judge? She says, hey, Charlie, you've never been in any of my wildest dreams.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, everyday stuff.
Good stuff. How long is it since you did the underwater haircut?
The original one was after Live Aid, so that was 86. And I think it's about 5 years. Is it 5 years, Kate?
6 years.
6 years.
Because Leanne was pregnant with Blake.
That's right, she was, yeah. So that was in the Dolphin Centre, yeah, the scuba salon. Yeah. That was, I think that very fact got me on the chase. You know, when I went for the interview for the chase. And he said, give us an interesting fact about yourself. So you know, I did the world's first underwater haircut.
Was it the world's first one?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was the original one.
Yeah.
And then we recreated that with the scuba salon. So yeah. So six years ago.
So how, when you did it, because I was a reporter, I think then. Did I cover the story? I can't remember. But I was.
The original one you did?
Yeah, I was a reporter. But how did you stay under the water? We waited.
We wait, yeah,
right.
We wait on. Yeah.
So you just get weighted down?
Yeah, you wait yourself down. And unfortunately, hair underwater floats to the top. So you didn't even have to sweep the bottom. Yeah.
And who was it that had the haircut?
Helen.
Helen Posey.
Helen.
Posey.
Yeah, Helen Posey, yeah. And again, a girl who's had a cut since she was a little girl, who happened to take up diving, and when I needed a victim, I mean, she gladly volunteered, and it turned out all right.
Yeah. What did that raise then? How much did that raise?
That raised, was it about £3,500?
It's here, we've got
I think we've got the
certificate.
Yeah.
2,152.
Oh right,
Very
2-1. Okay, so.
Very good.
But we've done loads of stupid stuff for that. We did what did we do? A moustache growing thing for 6 months. That raised, a few £100 for centre razors.
You grew a moustache for
You
6
grew a
months?
moustache with it, with the
I
handlebars.
don't even remember that.
Right.
No.
It's not one I wanted to remember.
No.
We've got a certificate for that.
We've got a certificate, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. How much was that one for? What did we get for that? 150 quid or something?
168.
168
So
quid.
what's the next
Just
thing?
for growing a tash.
What are you doing next?
Well, there was a guy who was connecting with Westland Helicopters, and when I cut his hair whilst doing a parachute jump. I don't think so.
Cut his hair.
Can
you do that?
Well,
What about?
no.
What about? What are you doing Friday night? Because
I'm not jumping out of a helicopter.
no, but you could cut my hair while I'm having knives thrown at me at the Darlington Magic Circle.
Well, I'd love to.
Awesome show.
Do you know something? I was going to suggest that, but seeing as you've just had it cut, then
There's no
it's
point.
made me redundant, really, hasn't it?
Fair enough.
Unless you want my style.
Well,
Threaten me all off.
yeah, possibly.
Yeah, you have to be good looking for one of these.
Yeah.
Once cut the kid's hair, and I was on cutting his mum's hair while his dad was waiting in reception. And she said, "Oh, stop pestering me. Go and show your dad your hair." And he picked a piece of hair up off the floor and carried it through to show him. There's my hair.
There's your hair. Yeah.
Like it. Good.
Have you had a go headline challenge this week before we go?
Yes, I have. I thought it was quite good. It was all about the Hartlepool players dressed as knights. And my entry, which happened to get a mention this morning, actually, I did get a mention,
Right.
was jousting time for kick-off, which I thought was pretty good. I thought that deserved to win. Yours was Galahad.
Galahad.
Which was a bit show-on, to be fair, wasn't it?
No.
Galahad, no.
Yeah, he's the most famous knight in the world.
Lancelot's the most famous knight in the world.
Arguable. But Sir Galahad.
I would, well, what about Richard? Wasn't Richard?
Richard the Lionheart.
Yeah, he was a knight, wasn't he, originally?
The one tomorrow, headline tomorrow.
I mean, he was a king. Once a king, always a king, but once a knight's enough.
Well, you're talking about shoe all day. I'm going to use that now.
And the other one that didn't get a mention, which I thought should have won, was about the horse that tried to shag a car. And the insurance claim, and she said she put what was your headline for that? Hump in the road.
Hump in the road.
Hump in the road. And mine was simply Mustang Shaggy, which is a song. Mustang Shaggy.
Did you see the one that I posted though, where I've the headline challenge uncensored? So ones that the BBC won't put on the radio. I'm going to start tweeting.
It's a bestseller.
And the one this week for that one. So this was a woman who put in an insurance claim because a horse had mounted a car and tried to make love to a car and taken the bodywork off. But somebody sent in the headline, highway knobbery.
Brilliant.
Which I thought was brilliant.
Yeah, I think they should do it. They should. What they should do is put the headline challenge after the watershed at 9 o'clock at night instead of in the morning. That'd be fantastic.
here's one for you now, right? This is tomorrow's headline challenge. So you're on the spot. Ollie the Border Collie lives in Scotland, and he's a brilliant footballer. He loves to play football, but he won't let the postman deliver the letters until they've had a game of football in the garden.
Right.
So a footballing dog who won't let the postman deliver the letters. Headline.
It's going to be a football connotation, isn't it?
Shall I tell you?
Go on.
Kenny Dog Leash hits the post.
Barking mad. Barking mad. That's good. That is good, that.
Terrier Henri.
Better.
Bend it like Barkham.
You've been, I said to come up with these.
No.
Hasn't she?
Actually, she did come up with Kenny Dog Leash, but I added hits the post. So it's teamwork. It's like a marriage. It works because she comes up with a bit, I come up with a bit, and it all comes together.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Right? So,
Get his little doggy leg over later on.
that is the end of the first Snippets
Snippets from the barber's chair.
straight from the barber's chair at Jigsaw Hairdressers. Thank you, Nigel.
Thank you.
See you in a month.
See you in a month.